everybody, how you doing? I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always greatly appreciate it. So there have been so many threads out there that it's borderline ridiculous in a way. I know we had the first vinyl thread came out real early, and then everybody kind of felt like, oh, well, they're going to jump on one and start their own, and there's just so many, and you know, God bless y'all for all those threads you started. But, you know, I got a wife, kids, grandkids, a job, everything. I don't have time to jump on all those threads. So I apologize to some of my friends who've done it, but who have started one. But I did want to do this one just because this is for Tony P, two from the trunk. And, you know, Tony is just one of the true gentlemen in the vinyl community. I always watch his videos, you know, he watches mine, and I just like him a lot. So I wanted to do this, and I thought it was interesting because he's doing the cassette tag. So I wanted to jump on that. He's got some questions, so this is for you, Tony. So his first question is, why do we collect? Why do we still collect cassettes? I still collect some cassettes. Obviously, I don't buy that many of them at this point, but I still like to get some. For one thing, they're generally cheap, and I can get things on cassette that a lot of times I can't find on vinyl. And I have you know, I'll explain here toward the end of this video another reason why I collect cassettes. And they're just fun. I don't know, there's something about them. They're nostalgic, kind of like vinyl is nostalgic to me in a way. Okay, what do we got here? Your favorite artists on cassette. Okay, I'm not actually, this is the only question that I will kind of waver on. I'm not going to tell you my favorite artist on cassette because I do want to make a video coming out before too long where I name like my top 20 artists of all time. But here's what I am going to show. An artist that I've gotten into in the past couple years thanks to people like you out there in the vinyl community. And I've got this on cassette. This is Uriah Heep. I know I've got some glare here. I apologize. I don't know how well you can see it, folks. But this is a kind of like a greatest hits. I actually have this on vinyl too, but I had it on cassette first. And I got to see Uriah Heep along with Saxon this summer with my good friends Steve, formerly of All the World's a Stage. He's got his new channel now. But so, you know, I want to give a shout out to Steve and my buddy Alex from Beer and Vinyl. Because I saw Uriah Heep with them, so that's why I chose that one. Next up, your best sounding cassette. That's tough. I don't know for sure my best sounding cassette, but I will tell you one that I always thought sounded really good on cassette. Now, this is an excellent copy of it. This is Pat Benatar, In the Heat of the Night. I love those first few Pat Benatar albums, and this cassette sounds really good when I play it. So, good sounding cassette. Next up, best cassette find. Here's one of them. I've got a few of them I could have shown, but here's one that's really cool. I found a mint condition or mint copy of Whitesnake, Saints and Sinners. Earlier Whitesnake, you know, right before they became super big. Over here, this has early versions of Here I Go Again and Crying in the Rain on it. Sounds a little bit different than what you're probably used to, but I love all the eras of Whitesnake. Great band. David Coverdale is the man, or David Copperfield, like my buddy Jeff Witcher likes to say. Next, mixtape, show a mixtape. So here's one I found. I used to have a whole bunch of these, and I know I got more in the basement. It's funny because this one says on this side, slow songs. So that means on the other side, it's probably got fast songs. I don't know how old this is. I don't even remember what's on it, but I used to make a lot of these back in the day type thing. I thought that was a pretty cool question by Tony. Next, favorite live album that you have on cassette. Well, I got to give that one to Kiss Alive. All right? Just like my buddy JC did. Can't help it. Love Kiss Alive. Always going to be one of my favorite live albums. I've got some other great things, live albums on cassette too, really. But I had to go with Kiss Alive. Okay, these next. Okay, I think these are bonus questions, but we're going to do them for Tony P because he's the man. Box set. Show a box set you have on cassette. Well, this is my favorite one. This is called Message in a Box by the Police. This is fantastic. This is the best kind of box set I think you would want. So it comes with this really cool book in here that it's full of great pictures. Talks about, you know, basically the whole history of the band. It's got quotes from different songs and stuff by band members and everything. Comes with 4 cassettes, and it's got everything. It's got everything from, like, you know, their first single, you know, when they did Fallout, when they, you know, made their own song there and put it out without having the major label or anything, all the way to everything. It just, every song that they ever did. It's got B-sides on here. It's got some live sides. I know probably the one I've listened to a lot is Cassette number 2, because that basically has Regatta de Blanc on there and Zenyatta Mendata. So I probably listen to that one the most. Last question here. Show a portable cassette player. Here you go. This is my boom box that I have. I love this. It can also play CDs. And this is another reason why I still like cassettes. One of the things I love to do when the weather is nice, if I can stick a lawn chair in my backyard, get me a beer, run this sucker out with an extension cord, and just sit out there and listen to some cassettes. I love doing that. I really do. It's a simple pleasure. I know I could do stuff like that with my phone or whatever, but there's just something cool about doing it with cassettes. So there you go. That's for Tony from Two from the Trunk, my good buddy Tony. Go check him out if you haven't. I'll leave a link to his channel. And hey, maybe you jump on this particular thread. I know there's too many threads out there. We don't have time for all of them, but this one was special to me, so I wanted to do it. So, hey, everybody, I'm Gary. It's a physical format, rock and roll. Have a happy and healthy new year. Till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.